What's the deal, YouTube? We're back with the weekly Big Gamer Small Talk podcast. We got a lot to talk about today, and also too next week. We're going to tell you right now. We're going to do next week. What's the name of the show next week? Show. What's the name of the show next week?
The name of the show. You know, since everybody want to give an award show and want to sit here and call us, you know, have all these little award shows and have us in it, we gonna have our show of those that's been riding our nuts the whole time. It's gonna be the Nut Nibbler of the Year award. You know what I'm saying? So to all you nut nibblers, you know what I'm saying, that love to nibble on these nuts and have our name in your mouth all the time, we got a special award for y'all. Since y'all want to do it, we gonna do it. For the first time, Big Gamer Small Talk is gonna copy somebody. But here we go, though. But the shots is coming, so here we go, man. We're gonna have that award show. Y'all line them up because y'all see them all the time. Y'all support these dudes. Y'all know who they are. You know what I'm saying? So get ready for the Nut Nibbler of the Year awards, and let's go with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got.
I gotta say, my nuts are awfully they're tired, man. They got so many people hanging on them. You know what I mean? They're stretched out, man. They scrape the ground and whatnot, man. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's too many of them, bro. It's too many nut nibblers out here.
Are you already getting phone calls next gen?
Yeah, I'm gonna say he'll just do his, man. But bro,
that'd be a first getting a call as soon as we start the show.
That's crazy. Wait for that time, player.
I'm surprised there hasn't been anybody copying that yet, as far as I know.
Nothing. Doing the show.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway.
Start off today. Start off what it is right now.
We got GDC, man. It's next week. Yes. We're closing in on that, and it's going to be it's going to be a big time because there's a lot of, there's going to be a lot of DirectX 12 talk. Microsoft is going to be there, and they have the biggest area. They're doing a lot of demonstrations. Brad Wardell is going to be there doing demonstrations and things like that. The Xbox team is going to be there. And I want to point out something. Gears of War 2 was announced at GDC. There's a rumor that we might get the Gears collection announced at GDC, which would be pretty cool in my opinion.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of strong rumors supporting that right now. It's in December.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was that site that said it.
I didn't even know. There was a site that said that Phil had retweeted some tweets and took them down or whatever the case may be. I mean, it's a no-brainer. They're gonna bring the Gears of War. I mean, it'll be a no-brainer not to. Get a lot of people that are new to the Xbox brand, maybe never played the Gears of War franchise, to get the experience 1, 2, and 3 before they drop Gears of War 4, and they get the story. Like I said, it is what Microsoft was second popular franchise. I guess it is. It's a no-brainer for them not to do it. 1080p, 60 frames per second.
They don't have to anniversary it up. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to.
I'm asking you guys a question. If they were to give one the total remake, which one would it be? 1, 2, or 3 for you guys?
Probably 1.
I gotta go with 1.
I have to go with 1.
2?
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite was 3. But I'll say this. If they were gonna anniversary 1, it would probably be 1 because that next year would be the 10-year anniversary of Gears 1. Yeah. So maybe you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would maybe get that one anniversaried up because look, 3 looked the way Halo 4 looked amazing. I thought Gears 3 just really, it still looks good. I still play it.
To me, epic about 3. You had a couple big boss battles, like big creatures that people were fighting. I think that was what put set 3 apart. You had a couple big boss battles.
Yeah, they kind of took those out in 2, and I didn't like 2 as much because there weren't just servers. Like on 3, they used servers on that, and so I was really excited about that. I agree, man.
Campaign mode.
Yeah, campaign was fantastic. I loved it. Like all the campaigns were great. That's one good thing about Gears, right? If you're gonna do a third-person cover-based shooter, make it have a great campaign, make it have co-op, and make it have online modes, and that's what you do because you don't look. If the first Gears had been just a mediocre game, then that franchise doesn't do anything, right? When you go hard. You do your best the first time out. That way, you make people want your game. That's where Destiny and the Order kind of mess up because you put out these mediocre games, and then people are like, well, they could really nail it with the second one. Give me a break. They're not getting my money a second time.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Well, listen, I listen. Just a little segue, not even a segue. But goddamn, that's whether you love it or hate it. That was a commercial fucking hit. What about fucking? No, they were saying like 12 million users or some shit like that.
Yeah, they said there's a lot of users on there.
Great, and people still playing it. I mean, I don't care for it, but you know, the game sold really well. But once again, I did ask you guys a question, but say this, right? You said you would like to see Gears of War. I guess we done up. To me, the most epic part of Gears of War, to me, you know, the next generation of the part when the camera swings, when you run up those steps, when the Gears of War first comes on, you remember? You hop on the helicopter, you start running up the steps, and then the camera swings behind you, like, oh shit, like this shit when you get your first chainsaw. Like, to me, that's like, you know, the next generation was here. Like I said, that was huge though. Like, you know, I knew it was going to be good. I didn't think it was going to be that good.
A lot of the community talks a lot about the online play, but when I think of Gears of War, I think about the campaign. I mean,
you know,
so
like
strong,
this,
you know?
exactly. Same thing with the campaigns for Halo. Like, those are vastly underrated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one thing that Halo does. That's why games like Killzone and although I kind of liked Resistance, but that's why those games, you know, aren't looked at as good because they don't have the good gameplay, first of all, and then secondly is the you know, the great campaign mode.
Well, that's it. I mean, there's a couple of like wrinkles in the sheets. Like when you see like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is one of the only games where the campaign's doesn't have to be as strong as the multiplayer. But Halo and Gears, the reason they got that strong third party, like that third campaign, that third level of online play, is because the campaign carried it. It got people interested in the story, the characters, like the equipment, you know, all the shit like that. Like it's underrated. Halo's underrated, man. I played all 4 of those games again. That's classic. If you have not played those, you don't have the Halo Master Chief class. Like all these cats that are on right now on YouTube that claim they're Xbox fans, take the green off your channel. People who returned, like I listen to 2 or 3 of them. You know, I ain't gonna shoot I'm not gonna fire at them, but they know who they are and they listen to us. They're on Craps Nuts right now.
Those things are sagging, man. I go to take a crap, dude, and them things are like in the tank, man. No lie, man.
Put the briefs
come on, man.
on, give them support.
Man, they give a whole new meaning to let your nuts hang, bro. They be hanging on.
Well, they said they're going to return Halo Chief. How are you going to return Halo Master Chief Collection, man? It's a classic. Something you have in your library. It's just part of it, man. I don't understand. And that's what gives Halo Online all that strength, all that power. It's because you gave a shit. So, like, you know, that's what I don't understand. That's the same thing I got. That's my biggest gripe with PlayStation. I don't have no kind of loyalty to any campaign, any story, anything they got. And like you said, if there was something when we were all younger playing on PS2, I could play it on Xbox now. So I got no reason to get attached to anything they got. You know what I mean?
But like, you know what? It's crazy. I'm glad that you said that because maybe a lot of the kids here on YouTube don't understand that the reason what made the PS2 so great was their library of games, but they were all they're multiplex now, but they were all exclusive.
That's right.
The PS2, you know, what I mean, the PS1 had unique odd fucking exclusives, like, you know, they were new on the scene. But even then, because like the Tekkens, Battle Arena Toshin, all those games were exclusive to the PlayStation. Like I said, I will give Sony credit; they had great third-party relationships when they first hopped on the scene, and Nintendo had really shitty ones, you know, but like, you know, the Devil May Cry, the Metal Gears, the Grand Theft Autos, all those games like that were exclusive, or they came out a year before they came out on the original Xbox. Like I said, you got to give Microsoft props because they fought tooth and nail just to get a footing in this here industry. I mean, they're the only one of the big 3 that's never handheld. They're the youngest of the 3, you know what I mean, of the big 3, they're the youngest. And like I said, you know, all those great games then, like I said, they were all exclusive. Should I say, believe it or not, Assassin's Creed was supposed to be a PlayStation exclusive, you know what I mean? You know, Microsoft really did one. Warrior's in here.
Yo.
Hey, the Sony Wii U weirdo.
The Sony Wii U dude.
The Sony Wii U dude is in here.
It's the Sony Nintendo guy. The Sony and Nintendo dude.
You know what I mean? But, you know, and like I said, you know, I will give, you know, credit where credit is due, but you know, Microsoft, I mean, I said people hate Microsoft for whatever reason. They're the worst thing that happened in gaming. Look at all what Microsoft has brought to this industry before as console gamers. You know, you have a fucking game store, you know, Xbox Live Arcade, PSN. You didn't. Microsoft brought all that to console gaming. You know,
broadband only.
Yeah, broadband only. You know, I remember Bill Gates was against it. He said we got to find this way to take the to work with DSL. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm talking about with dial-up. I'm sorry, with fucking dial-up. Like I said, you got to give credit where credit. They made voice chat mandatory for all. That's one thing I have with this with Wii U. But Microsoft made voice chat mandatory for all their online games. You know what I mean? Game invites, friends list. You know, kept track of your wins, your losses, and all that stuff. Like that was epic. You know, to me. You know, but it is what it is, man.
Hey, I think that that it's a situation, where, to each their own. I guess I don't know. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. What do you think, Rory?
It's a differences in the companies, though. You know, Microsoft brought a lot to the table. You know, with their style. Now, I always said this from day one. It was two different styles with the two different companies. You know.
Okay.
The style that Microsoft brought, was more of an online finesse type of things to gaming. You know, they branched that where, your single story mode games, that single player experience, Sony did better, you know what I'm saying, than Microsoft did. So it's just, that's the differences between the two companies, man. It's still that way today.
You know what
I'm saying?
I can agree with that. When you think of one-player games, great story, you think of Sony. You know,
you think of Sony. They Sony every time.
You think of their bigger exclusive. They're all single-player experience. But if I can say that's one thing that Microsoft doesn't quite yet have down pat, what they're trying to do with this generation, you got the Scalebound, you got what's that, Quantum Break. You know, you got Quantum Break, you got Tomb Raider. You know, another exclusive. So I can say that one thing that Microsoft doesn't have quite yet down in their portfolio, like this one player, great story. You know, they don't. You know, I can roll with that. I can. You know, what I mean, Sony does have that. But that's one of the things I hate and I not love. But I'm not saying that all single player games need a multiplayer. But you take a game like The Order, that's at least streaming co-op or a horde mode. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Certain ideas is cheesy. You know what I'm saying? But it's.
Hey, I brought this up, right? I was like, okay, so they didn't have time to do a full-on multiplayer mode, right? But wouldn't a horde mode where you and maybe, when you are, and you have some friends and they have and they send the lichens after you, wouldn't that be pretty cool? I thought it would be awesome.
Do you think that they'll patch that in, maybe?
No, I doubt it. Yeah. I think, you know what? I thought that they were rushed. I don't know, like maybe that was a little bit too much that they could bite off. They bit a little bit more than they could chew.
They were rushed.
With the order?
Well, yeah, I think that they still had to get it out, though. I mean, if you look at it, it took them that long, and some of the gameplay elements, like I was telling Next Gen, was when I play The Order, I don't see, hey, oh, man, those graphics are good. They do. I just see the missed opportunities. Missed opportunity for co-op. Missed opportunity for a horde mode. Missed opportunity for an online multiplayer mode. Missed opportunity to expand the game and actually put things in there to make it a better experience, because it's an okay experience, but it's not a great experience.
So, do you think? But like he was saying,
that game could have easily went from an 8 to 10 hour game to easily to 50. I can see, just with the opportunities missed.
Are you okay though with just single player games?
It could have been.
Oh yeah. Well, Warren, like I said, I don't need every single player game to have a tactical multiplayer. I'm not what I'm saying. But a game like The Order, you could at least have a horde mode. It makes sense. Or the game could have been at least co-op. That makes sense, because 90% of the game you have a partner with you. You have an NPC with you roll through the game.
What would have made it better? Like, it doesn't have co-op, it doesn't have multiplayer. It's just a single player game. What makes a single player game okay without multiplayer and co-op? What does it have to have?
It has to have longevity, man. It's got to last longer. And I'll give you a good example, and you guys can. I want to hear your opinion on this. My whole thing, I'll give you a good example, Ward, is Sunset Overdrive. Okay. I really don't play the multiplayer.
Absolutely.
But I love the game. I'm still trying to collect all the collectibles, go through all the side stories. I'm still not done with it. You know what I'm saying? So I think Sunset Overdrive is a great example of where you don't have to. They threw it in there so it quiets the critics. But to be honest with you, it didn't have to be in there. I mean, it's fun. I guess if the 5 of us jump in, it's going to be a good time. But when I think of Sunset Overdrive, I'm not thinking about Chaos Squad. You know what I mean?
I don't.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this also. The two main franchises for Microsoft, which is Halo and
Gears.
Gears.
Great story.
Their storyline, those stories are sick. You know what I'm saying? I think those games would have been successful without the multiplayer, but the multiplayer took it over the top. You know what I'm saying? That was like the extra that just made that game more longevity. But a lot of us played through the story probably a bunch of times by now. I know everybody in here ended more than once. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
Story is, man.
What you say? What you say?
Hey, you know how deep Halo's story is? It is deep.
Yes, it is deep.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'll be honest with you.
And that's the thing, man.
Some people may hate on this. The universe of Halo, I will kind of compare it to Star Wars because.
People do. People do.
You got so many. It's not saying it's a never-ending story, but you have so many different chapters, different battles here. Different universes there. You can go to this match. You can go to that planet. That can be a story.
Man? The only other shooter that's really, really known for deep single-player story that people remember is one of the best, and it's Half-Life. After that, you think of the Halo story,
Yeah. I never played Half-Life. I was
I never got into it. I never
neither.
They had the Half-Life and the Portals. That's just I understood that was some dumb.
I have it. I downloaded it. They had the orange box on 360. I downloaded it.
I never cared for it. Let me ask Warrior a question. So we're talking about the order. Now, I'm gonna say this. When I gave a review of the game before I actually finished the game.
Oh my God! Exposed.
I felt
right now.
I felt as though I didn't have to because it was the same shit for the first half. But I would say this: the game got better as it went along. Like the part when you creeping around in the courtyard, you got the crossbow. That put me in a lot of Splinter Cell. You know what I mean?
Awesome. The stealth.
That was that was the best part of the game. You was creeping around in the courtyard, and you got to get the key off the neck. That put me so much in the mind of Splinter Cell. You know what I mean? I'm a big Splinter Cell fan. But I would say this, as far as the order and with my biggest gripe, I think that where they really, really missed that is that the boss battles were very underwhelming. You understand that? Like you fight the liking, you fight more people. You do actual wolves, and then 2-3 times you do fight the wolf, they hit you, run away like a little stray dog. Like, what the fuck is this? Shoot this moment, shoot this stinking ass dog right in his ass. You know what I mean? It's like the boss battles were so underwhelming. And then don't get me wrong, but when you do get to square up against them, you fuckers get to stab them a couple times. That was nice, but that was few and far in between. It's like when you get off into the action. But goddamn, here with this cutscene, and sometimes it takes you out of the game because you got the controller by your side. Oh, I died so many times, like just watching the fucking story, the cutscene. Oh, so I gotta put X here. I gotta start this shit all over.
You know what I thought about when I was playing it? I thought about not playing it. When people were talking about like the cutscenes are too long and there's not enough gameplay. Remember when Metal Gear Solid 4 came out?
Yes, yeah.
And it was like 4 hours of movies and like maybe 6 to 8 hours of gameplay.
My controller actually died during some of the cutscenes on PS3.
It went to sleep.
Yeah, it goes to sleep. Like then when action comes up, right, and you're like, I'm jamming.
The controller went to sleep mode. Like,
I'm like, why isn't this?
I think they were trying. I think they were trying to do so many different things. They were trying to push this like movies / video game crossover. But then they tried to push play a little bit, and then they tried to push. I don't know. I could see a sequel if they expand upon the gameplay and give you more freedom. I think it would be a great franchise.
See, that's another thing. Is that guys?
Oh
man,
yeah.
You know what? Here's my thought. I don't got a lot of gripes, but I think even with when you're shooting, maybe it's just me. It's like I wasn't even shooting these motherfuckers. Here I am hitting this motherfucker with a shotgun. He go back and pick his hat up, dust his hat up, put his hat back on his head, and go back and shoot me. Like what the fuck is it? A liking or something? This is a werewolf?
That's
I think
classic.
that game would have been much better if they'd have used, I don't know what they used for Max Payne, like whatever engine they used for Max Payne. Like
you know what they should have used is the Unreal Engine. They should have used the Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that has pretty good hit detection. Just in my opinion, it didn't feel like you were connecting with anything.
No, because I put the cursor right on the motherfucker. I'm like, God damn. Am I that rusty?
I had the same problem.
I seen the live stream. Next gen. You was going off, bro.
like,
like, man, this game sucks.
you look like an 8-year-old man playing a shooter for the first time.
Hey, you know what the bad part was? When he was looking through the cutscenes, Next Gen was bored in the mug, man. His whole head was in the camera. I was like, man, this dude tripping.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, God damn, I would say this, like I said, the second half of the game, I'm not gonna say it's all doom and gloom because whatever artists they like the level they play to attention and detail in the game, I'm gonna say it's better than Rise. Like, this is a level of detail.
Yeah, it is. You know what though? That part you were talking about when you got the crossbow and you're in that crossing and you're in the rain.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's some of the best looking.
Yes, sir.
That's some of the best looking graphics in that game right there. That one part.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you guys a question though? I mean, they give you a AI partner for most of the game. Don't you think that's kind of a tease?
Yeah, I think they are going to patch co-op. I think they're going to.
It does scream for co-op. Whether you know what? Let me ask you guys a question. I mean, would you think the game would have been too easy if they had a co-op your partner with you?
Yeah,
because look,
that's too, because it's a cinematic game, and you know what I mean, and it's like there's not enough freedom for co-op in that story. You know what I mean? Because they're pushing you through the story from point A to point B to point C.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but look at the first Gears. It wasn't that open. And they still allowed co-op, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but they built it. They built it for that, though. They built that game from the ground up for that.
But you could tell that they were trying to make that into their own Gears. He even says "smoke out" when you throw the smoke. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's like smoke out, and then you control it just like that. It's like up, down. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. There was a lot of similarities, and then like it's almost like how the emergence holes would happen, right? And then the locust would pop out of that. There was sort of like that, but instead of emergence holes, and there was like one part where I was like, is there respawn an enemy glitch or something? Because the enemies just kept popping out of you. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about, and you know what? That was pissed off. I died so many times at the end.
I did, yeah.
At the end, when you fight the people in the red jacket, and you make it into the basement, they go up to Tesla's laboratory, and so I made it to the back to get, back when it was coming out. These motherfuckers started peering through the wall behind me. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Shooting me in the back and shit. Oh, this is some dog shit. And I'm like, God damn. You know what I mean? Like, shit, this is some dog shit. Funny. But the story was nice, though. I give him that. The story was, My man caught a bum rap.
Hey, Warren.
Yeah, what's going on, Warren? You between a John somewhere, motherfucker? You in the back of Target?
This dude botting, boy. Good night.
You gotta forget, boy. You the Warren got a part-time job ripping up boxes in the back of Target.
He moved off from Walmart, apparently.
Yeah, he at Target. We can hear you now.
We bought it out for a second.
All right.
Hey, I just wanted to ask you guys real quick though. Do you think we're gonna actually see something revealed at GDC?
Okay, GDC. Okay. We kind of took the same way. GDC. I'm looking. Well, they said they're gonna bring the big guns, so I'm looking to an announcement. No, you know what? I think they make sure they see that announcement for E3. I'm looking to hear like a Battletoads or something, like a AA game or something like that. And I think they would maybe see the Gears of War collection for E3 because that is kind of huge for the Gears fan. That has a cult. But I mean, I don't know. You mentioned what? Do you think the Gears franchise is bigger than Halo, or Halo's still like top?
No, don't say that.
No, I don't think it's bigger than Halo. I think that there's a big user base that's looking to that. Yeah, I think that there is.
Hey, you know what? I think that this next Gears, if they do everything correctly, I think that they could blow Gears up
top Halo
to as big as Halo is. They really have a chance to do
absolutely.
Now that they own it, they can. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I look for that too. I mean, I think that I will say this much. I'll say that Halo 3 was super important for the 360 because it came out right at the 2-year mark, and it helped propel sales because Halo 3 sold a lot. Yeah, but I will say there was probably there was no series bigger though last generation than Gears because because check this out, right? They released the Xbox 360, and people are like, yeah, it's good, but at that time Sony owned the market, everything. Then people saw Gears, even myself, and I was like, that made my mind up. I had to get it. I had to get me a 360.
You know what? So Microsoft was smart. They released Gears. If you guys don't know, they released Gears in 2006, right along the launch of the PS3.
Yeah.
And Sony didn't have, you got your launch titles against Gears, and that really,
You remember that trailer on TV, the Mad World trailer?
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was perfect marketing.
They marketed Gears really well, all except for Judgment. Like, I love the Gears 3. They did some Ozzy, man. They did some Ozzy music, and that it was badass, man. I loved it. They do a really good job with that. But I think that they're not going to do a Gears 4 reveal. They could do a Gears Collection reveal because I think E3 is going to be packed as it is.
Oh my God!
I could definitely see them doing.
I mean, they can do the Gears. I mean, but as far as GDC, I like I said, back to what we were saying. What I expect from GDC, maybe like a Battletoads, or maybe.
I think we'll get a release date for Fable Legends.
Well, of course, that's gonna. I mean, that's gonna come. So, how do you guys feel about the free-to-play thing with that?
Man.
When I heard too, but
when I heard that, I gotta be honest with you. I kind of like got a little less excited for it because in my mind, Fable is a big AAA exclusive for Microsoft, and it's a single-player RPG first to me. It's not a multiplayer RPG. It's a single-player RPG first. And I kind of got a little down when I heard it was a free-to-play. Now, I know it looks beautiful. I know everybody – I know you guys know it looks beautiful too.
Yeah.
But I'm not I don't know. I mean, I'm not against free-to-play, but I don't know.
And you know why they do that? Free-to-play shit is still those fucking PC cocksuckers, them cheap bastards, don't buy shit. They get them on board with it. I think they're going after the judge. What's that? League of Legends?
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a positive spin on this real quick. The way it looks at it is Fable, from what I heard, Fable 3 was everything was kind of in a decline with Fable. So what I think Microsoft's strategy right here is we've got ourselves a beautiful Dota-type game that we can now you can see that they're marrying this PC Xbox thing. Let them marry it together. Get the name and the franchise back in people's minds. And I bet you dime for a dozen that this company has Fable 4 in the works. It's in the works because they're going to use the same exact engine. They're going to use everything they built towards this game that Worry's telling you we're all familiar with, and we're going to get that single-player role-playing game. But I think for the first year, we're going to have this. And I don't know, I myself personally, and I might be the only one in the group, I'm actually looking forward to some of these free-to-play games. I'm looking real forward to Neverwinter. I'm looking forward to this game. I
like the Neverwinter. I like the Neverwinter beta. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that.
My whole problem with it, though, that is Fable never been a free-to-play. You know what I'm saying? I could see if it was a new franchise and they was trying to get it off the ground and everything like that. Yeah. And they wanted to do a free-to-play or something like Warframe or whatever, however they did that little style. But to me, Fable, hold on, let me finish, bro. To me, Fable always been, you know what I'm saying, that game that you get engulfed in that world, man, and it was just been. But I can't have that happen to that game like that.
Yeah, but it's I'm not happy. This Fable Legends is not like Fable 1, 2, or 3.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's two different.
I understand it. I understand that too. Totally but I think that's a risk. I think it's a gamble that they're taking. It's not a big gamble that they're taking with that.
I will say this because I played the beta or whatever the case may be. And I'm a big Fable 1. I think is epic. Like you brought it to your mother. They had your mother in the fucking basement, in a fucking like a pit bull fighting that bitch. Bitch went blind. Fucking like Fable 1 was epic. Like that was Fable 2 was
I love Fable 2 was probably my favorite.
That wasn't my favorite because they fucking tacked on fucking co-op shit was dog shit. Fable 3 I love. A lot of people don't like Fable 3.
I liked all three of them.
I fucking love. You know what I mean? But if I had to pick the 3, it'd be 1, 3, then 2 for me. You know what I mean? But Fable Legends is not. It's not the same. You know what I mean? Same type of combat, but it's not the same, more or less, type of game. If I would say that. It's just one multiplayer game. You got 4 people with you at all times, whatever the case may be. Fable 1, 2, Fable 2 and 3. 2 that was tagged on, co-op. But 3, you had your partner where you can level up, do the story, whatever the case may be. It's 2 different. I think they're going after a different, like League of Legends type thing, with the PC thing. That's what I think they're doing with this. And Fable 4 will probably go back to traditionally like 1, 2, and 3, that one player story, or you can have a partner with you. That's what I take from the beta. And not saying that it's bad. I think everybody's going to love it.
They just did a video on IGN, which, my God, the fact I had to stop and watch it because it was positive for Xbox. But they actually had a Smite, they're saying that Smite has the greatest potential to blow up and get really big on Xbox One. And I really think that that's where Microsoft's trying to go. They realize that they've got this market that's always been somewhat associated with them because of Windows, but now they can tap into that market. So by having these 3 or 4 free-to-play games, and by the way, incorporating the PC market, it's different than like what Sony had with their SOE company and H1Z1 and that Marvel thing. That was very small. It wasn't very big. This Smite and Neverwinter and Fable with the name, the Fable will be the real test. I think you're going to see them flex. This is them flexing their muscles, saying, we're giving you free games that are really, really big, and they interact with PC. And who knows? Like I said, in 12 months, it could be a huge flop. I really don't think it's going to be a flop. I think this is going to be
it can't big. Be motherfucker free to play. You don't have to pay to win. You can, they probably gonna have special guns or whatever, not guns. We had guns too that you can buy, but they were saying you can just take that one character, grind them up to level 60 like anybody else that plays the game, and they got different shit you're gonna be able to buy in the game. I'm just saying, just don't nickel down me to death. Let me go out and spend $60. Let me be able to, I think they should do. Maybe spend $60, the total, whatever the case. Let me be able to buy anything or what the game. Man, I just don't know how if they're gonna do the free to play aspect of it.
Right.
They're saying that I don't need to pay to level my character up.
I'll tell you exactly how it works, okay? Here's how the heroes will always be there will always be a set of heroes available for free. The heroes on free rotation will be available for everyone to play for a set period of time. Just like Killer Instinct, right? Okay, and here's how the rotation works. A set of heroes will be available to play for free for a limited time, after which a new set of heroes will take their place. This gives you the chance to play every hero in the game for free over time, and any progress made on a hero will be kept until they come back into rotation. If you want permanent access to the hero outside of the free rotation, you'll be able to earn them through gameplay or purchase them for real money.
I got you.
Now, let me ask you a question, though. Let's say you start out with, you pick one of three heroes when you first
classes or whatever,
and you start to play it, and you play it. So you put 10, 11, 12 hours into it, and you progress through the main story 10, 11 hours in. Now, when they rotate new characters in, you lose that character you played with. That new character they rotate in isn't as leveled up as your first character was. Nope. So how do you progress in the story with that?
I guess you could still progress, but I guess you just that's how they want you to do it. They want you to buy that character, but you could just level grind because all of them keep it. So I mean, you could level grind, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, you fucking making beers in Avalon, get your money up all day, spend all day fucking chopping wood and making beers.
Now it looks like this is what it looks like. It looks like they're gonna do you could buy just the whole game. Just like Killer Instinct, you can buy the whole season or whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do too. And it looks like they're going to even probably do a physical release. So, there's options, you know what I mean? And I could see that they're trying to, that Windows 10 thing, you know what I mean? It's like they're trying to
because of the PC market.
How much is the game if you buy the whole thing?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
I heard 30. Not true?
I don't see a price on here. Yeah, I don't see.
Whatever it is, if they have a retail release or whatever the case, I'm just gonna buy it because I like I like what I.
Yeah, I ain't got time for the rotating characters, man. That's trash to me.
Well, dude, hey, if you like Showstopper, if you just like the one character, then just buy the one character for $5 and then you're good.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. I mean, you might end up enjoying this game for $5 in tax. You know what I mean? That's all right.
Hey, this is the thing. They're doing updates to this thing. They say this game is going to be a thing for like 5-6 years. They're updating it with new quests every. Yeah. So I think that's an interesting take. So look, it's not as doom and gloom as people were like trying to make it out to be. Like people were trying to shit talk me on this.
Oh
they're
yeah.
They're like you hate free to play, and I'm like, you're right. I hate pay to win free to play, right? Where like somebody can buy something.
Oh crap!
You guys killed the
Sorry, no. I was just gonna say
the Amish guy had to get a drink. He couldn't. He couldn't pedal the internet anymore.
Oh shit! Crackers was a puppy mill back.
He said, "Please, I need water, Mr. Cracker. Give me water."
Shit!
You guys are hating on me, man. Come on, man.
Nuts.
You
My nuts can't take anymore.
That's crazy. Yeah, but no, what you were saying, but I mean, I don't know. Well, let me say this. What do you think? How should I say this? Be politically correct here. All right. Well, so far as like the reason why they said more or less, I guess you gave the PlayStation 4 so much shit, free to plays, indies, and all that shit. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I look at Fable Legends as being a AAA. I think now maybe it's a double A because they're doing a whole free to play aspect. I'm just being fair. Not saying I like the game any less or whatever the case may be. I like what I played. I'm a big Fable fan.
Yeah. This is what I'll say though. Like the graphics, and it's running Unreal 4. I don't know that there's a better looking game. You know what I mean? I just think that screams.
That is one of those classic times.
This is one of those classic double-edged swords where it's like you're doomed if you do, you're doomed if you don't. And like Microsoft's trying something new with an IP they own, and they're getting shit on, right? And don't get me wrong, rightfully so. It's different. Everybody, I don't care what it is. I don't care if we're talking politics, religion. No one likes anything different. So they're doing something different. It might absolutely smack them right back in the face, and we'll find out.
Here's the thing, though.
You gotta try it.
Mooch, check this out, right? People hated Fable 3. Most people did, right? Oh, it sucked. It was garbage. Yeah. So they changed it, and now they hate that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
The choice that they had, like you were saying earlier about Fable, I guess, the sales numbers were kind of declining. People weren't taking to it as much as they were the other stuff. So the choice they have is to either let that franchise die, like we were talking about Resistance earlier.
Yep.
The Resistance franchise was great on the PlayStation, but over the course of time, the sales just weren't there. So they had to let it go. Now, they could let Fable go, or they could change it into something else to keep it going. Whether or not people like that, I don't know. But
right, because if you think of you think of the
what you were saying though about I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Just real fast. What you were saying about that Unreal Engine 4 and how it looks, the graphics.
Yes.
What's interesting is the two best looking games this generation so far are sub 1080p. And the game Numa, Breath of Life, have you seen that game yet?
No.
Yes.
I just got a chance to check maybe 10 or 15 minutes out before I hopped in and talked to you guys. That might be one of the best looking games so far this generation as well.
Oh, looks like good?
Yeah. It's a really good look. It's not that the thing is like the Unreal Engine 4, you can see how well it's going to be used in the future. Every light source is real time. All the reflections in this game are real time. You know how like you see like a reflection like of a bookcase on the floor if the floor is marble, but it's just like painted in there. It's not a real reflection. Well, everything's a real reflection. When you change your perspective, everything changes. The lighting is gorgeous. The textures are amazing, and it's just an indie title. It's a puzzle game. So I couldn't imagine where that engine's going to be 2 years from now.
That's right. Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's funny. You guys got to stop and think about it for a second. Think of these Dota games. Think of these games that are really big in the MOBAs, whatever they're called on PC. This game has, if you think about the actual story, it has something that can carry it. It's your hero going out, weapons, magic powers, different this and that, purchasing villages.
Kill your sister, your mother's blind.
It's like, but it's got that shit built into it. So it is the franchise that Microsoft, and we all heard Phil Spencer say that he wants to expand and use IPs that he owns and doesn't have to keep going outside of the house. So he's gonna take this, he's gonna dabble with it, and guess what, guys? If this fails, in 2 years, if Fable 4 comes out and it's got this same kind of premise, it's either gonna do big or it's gonna do like Wari said. It might run into the ground, but they can always bring back the traditional Fable. This is almost like an extension to it. Like there's Halo Wars. It doesn't do no damage to Halo 5. I mean, it's just another break off of the genre. You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, what do you guys think about that DLC Fast and the Furious for?
I think it's great.
Yes.
I think. What is it? Okay. This is what it is, Wari. Like, you know how the Fast and the Furious movie is coming out, right?
Which one? Like the 26th
The seventh one or whatever it is, right? So they teamed up with Forza, and they're gonna do a free
those dudes are gonna be driving around the Fast and Furious and hover rounds, man.
Well, one of them is dead. Well, the main guy's dead. He died in real life. But okay. So basically, what it is you got this free expansion pack, and you don't even need the game. You could just download it for free for the first week. right, on 360 or Xbox One, and then after that it'll be $10. But there's a whole new set of achievements. It's a lot of drifting and stuff like that. But it's
20.
Yeah.
I think it's $20.
No, it's $10. It'll be $10 after the first week.
That's the first week.
It's just like American muscle cars.
I'm not story. No, I seen the story. There's a little story to it. I seen the helicopter.
Yeah, it's got some cool stuff in there, but it's like I said, it's free for the first week, and you don't even need the game. That's the best part.
Achievements and everything. I think that, like I said, I
don't think Microsoft gets enough credit for some of the free stuff that they do. You know what I mean? It's like people just like, oh, they're so greedy. They never. I mean, look at this Games for Gold, right? I mean, they really stepped it up. We've all like hated on it before, but you know, I like Rayman. I hadn't played it on the Xbox One. I played that game on 360.
Rayman's great.
Yeah, it was. Not only that, but look at what the 360 owners are getting, and they get to keep that. It is not like like on PlayStation Plus when that runs out, you lose your games. On 360, you keep those games no matter what. So you're talking about the 2 games that I picked as my game of the year for 2013, BioShock Infinite, great game. Tomb Raider, great game. I mean, you can't get much better than that. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, though? Microsoft,
you get on 360.
Microsoft, honestly, I think they're hurting themselves because last one, we don't feel the need to upgrade. They're giving you fucking Tomb Raider, BioShock, all that shit for free on the 360. Like the 360, I think it's gonna be the console. It's gonna be around next generation.
It's already 10 years this November. It'll be
still going.
Yeah.
They really Microsoft. They want the Xbox One to take off, or they're gonna eventually pull the plug on that motherfucker. They're gonna have to.
You think we could have still been in that generation if nobody launched a next gen console?
Yes, hell yeah. With the Wii U? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Both the PS3 and the 360 are kicking the Wii U's ass.
And I'm just being honest with you. Microsoft probably wishes that they wouldn't that they could have waited longer to launch. You know what I mean? You just get that feeling that they really wish they would have waited as long as they want. You know?
They had all that shit, launched correctly. Sony kind of forced their hand. Nintendo didn't, because I remember E3 2012. Microsoft, I guess they had they were going to show something. That's why they showed Watch Dogs. You think they showed Watch Dogs? They showed Star Wars. They showed a couple games, next generation games at E3 2012. Companies had stuff that they wanted to show, but Microsoft said they couldn't because I guess they didn't throw on the Wii U. They weren't in competition with that or whatever the case may be. They just being real. The Wii U was they're not really competing against Sony or Microsoft, so they didn't see them as a threat. And the Wii U is still stumbling out of the gate. Motherfucker still telling. Why do they think he's one hit from turning it around? I doubt that very, very seriously. But yeah. But like I said, the Wii U, the Xbox was supposed to launch with DX12. We know that now. But like I said, all they can do now is build on what they had, and I hope to make it better. But like I said, they want the Xbox One to really take off. They're going to have to pull the plug on the goddamn 360.
Yeah. I got a question for Z. I got a question for you and Crap and whoever else. I don't know if show if you're on it. Whoever's on the and if you can't say it, just say I can't say it because I don't know the level of it. But it's come out and said the beta for or excuse me the what are we talking about there for a second? Fable Legends is going to be coming with DX12. It was said at the Windows event. And so
say it again.
I'm saying. It said that Fable Legends is going to be coming with DX12 built into it. They mentioned it on stage. They said that for Xbox One.
Fable Legends is coming with DX12. Okay.
Right, we're going to see some of DX12 worked into the mix there. Now, if you guys are playing whatever it is you're playing behind the scenes, have you guys been told? Are you seeing DX12 implemented, or you don't know?
Yeah, they don't tell us because this isn't like a closed beta. Like sometimes I do that, like for a couple companies, is I do some closed betas, but you have to sign a bunch of stuff, right?
Right.
This wasn't so much as that. You can't really talk about it. I could say, hey, it's good, but I can't really go into details. But they haven't. Yeah, they haven't told us about like if this is like DX. I can tell you it looks gorgeous. The lighting and stuff is like how that game you were talking about, Breath of Life or whatever it is, the lighting and stuff.
Yeah. But it uses Unreal Engine 4 though.
Yeah, it's like Unreal Engine 4 is legit. Like it looks amazing. Just that's what the new Batman game looks like, which looks phenomenal. I realized that's
the trailer for that game, and that's only Unreal Engine 3. But did you see the trailer for that game?
It looks phenomenal,
geez.
yeah.
You know what?
I can't wait for that game. I mean, that's one of my most anticipated games.
I would say this for both Microsoft and Sony. I know a lot of people give both Microsoft and Sony a lot of shit for their consoles being underpowered. for being not. This has been the smallest leap, I guess, as far as technical performance and ever in the history of gaming, whatever the case may be. But we have yet really to see the scratch of the surface what these consoles can do, because once they stop all cross-generation porting, because if you think about it, they still have to make games, on the 360, and they have to be at least DirectX 9 equivalent. You know what I mean? Let's say they come out with a game that's DirectX 11 or higher. These games that are coming out are across, like, take Promise and you take Mortal Kombat. That's coming on the PS3 and the 360. You know what I mean? Imagine that game just could have been only DirectX 11 or higher. Like, we're just now starting to, not even scratch the surface of what these consoles can do. You know what I mean? We have a long way to go. Even, what's his name, Brad Wardell, he's the same shit too. Once this cross-generation porting stop, like I said, we're going to be in for a fucking treat,
Yeah.
But Batman looks fucking, and that's only on Unreal 3, but that fucking looks amazing. I say, God damn. I can't wait. Huh?
I said, why can't that come out on Wii U?
Oh, man. Let the Wii U weirdo say that. It's they hating on Nintendo's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
Hey, did you guys hear about this survey as to why people buy consoles?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we talked about
that. Okay. I just want to talk about this real quick. I'll go over the top. This is the top couple reasons for PlayStation 4 why they buy it. Better resolution was number 1. Blu-ray player was number 2. Right? The top 2 for Microsoft Xbox One was brand and innovative features. Nintendo Wii U was fun factor and better for kids. Right? This is the thing. This is the thinking that I'm thinking of, right? People brand, I think that's kind of vague. Personally, I think that means they're comfortable. The Xbox. That's everybody knows that. Xbox. It's known as having great franchises, great online. People trust that brand, right? Innovative features. The Xbox One does that in spades. Now, as far as the PlayStation 4, I think that goes where people go with corporate slaves or whatever. If you got fooled into buying this thing,
you won that.
Yeah. Oh my God! If your number one reason for buying a PlayStation 4 is better resolution, you got fooled.
Setup, crap.
You got fooled by corporation, because Sony was using that as propaganda. It's not actually like.
I hate resolution talk, man.
Yeah, resolution.
Yeah, so I think that it's one of those situations where people really got fooled, and that's really showing who you're a corporate slave to. Because guess what? Sony was actually the ones on record saying, "Hey, if 1080p makes you a better gamer." I mean, they literally said these things. You know what I mean? What do you guys think about this list?
Well, it shows you the whole media thing. If you think about it, this is the whole thing that my big gripe is, because Sony didn't put commercials out there saying, on television during football games or anything, look at our 1080p, look at our 1080p. This is the media that's always been in their back pocket that got it. Because this survey that was done by Nelson, this was done but with just casual folks. The range was 13 to something. So these are casual gamers, and they heard the word. They know what they may not know what it actually is, but they put resolution down. They mark that box. I mean, that's the media. That's the IGNs. That's the GameSpots. It's all this media. You see the Game Awards that only talk about 1080p. So yes, Sony's totally involved in all that. I don't know how. Like I said, we said this many episodes ago. I understand Sony's not cutting them a check, but there's something going on behind the scenes, and we saw that with the little beef with the Order dev, who's like, well, we're not going to sponsor you anymore or anything, basically bullying them. But like this is the craziness that the media has. That's the power the media has. They taught the kid that's 13 years old into knowing the resolution difference when there's no way they know what the difference is between 900p and 1080p by the human eye. It's impossible. So I mean that's my whole thing. I take it away. I'm like, Sony's got something to do with this, but the true real sinister son of a bitch has been the media. They've been so bad in this generation. It's been the worst.
Well, that's shit, Sony, man. So look. I mean, like I said, when I forgot, Show had said something earlier about when you think of Microsoft bought to, as far as the two companies, I just look at Microsoft as being more professional. To me, Sony's a very unprofessional company, very very unprofessional. Look at this fucking this list they had for these gamers. Where they supposed to want a free anniversary themed PlayStation 4, and Sony told me they lost the list. The list was actually deleted. If anything, anybody know anything about PC, nothing gets deleted off a PC. It's always there. You can hire where they fucking solely IT team also. Like you couldn't fucking, go back and retrieve. Nothing's ever fucking deleted on a PC. Nothing. Why do you think some motherfuckers get busted with, with fucking Hitler's trying to how to poison their wives, and the police go back in there and find it? That's bullshit, man. Sony's a very, very unprofessional company. They lie all the time. They can't. I just seen an article earlier. They lied and said, what's that shit? Infamous Second Son sold 1 million copies. The fucking NPD had the shit clocked at 350,000 for the month. Like Sony always lies all the time. You know what I mean? And like I said, to me, I don't pay them as being a very, very professional. I don't trust Sony. I don't trust Sony. They owe me $50. Fuck, they were supposed to send out emails. Or if you bought a Vita, they got sued. I ain't got email. I ain't got shit yet from Sony. I bought a fucking Vita day one. You know what I mean? Sony horrible, man. I'm sorry, man. I know I get for hating them. It's not that I hate on them, but I just call them out for their bullshit. They are a lot. Sony should be. I'm sorry. I don't know that's gonna come out racist. That's racist. But anyway, they're fucked up. That's all I got to say, man. You know what I mean?
You know what's interesting though about this list, in my opinion, is exclusive games isn't a reason on the PlayStation 4. It's a reason on the Xbox One and the Wii U, but not the PlayStation 4.
It was game library.
They say gaming library. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not exclusives.
Yeah, I mean it's everything. Game libraries, everything.
Crap put the motherfucker Harlem Globe trying to spit on that motherfucker. God damn, crap. We said they have a legal standpoint. Tell them, crap. They have a legal standpoint.
Game library is different than exclusive.
Crap said they have a legal footing of fidelity.
I don't think these polls really mean that much, to be honest.
Well, I mean, it's like 4,400, but I just thought it was interesting that resolution. I don't care if they just interview 10 people. It shouldn't be the #1 reason to buy any console.
It shouldn't be. I hate the whole thing. I completely disagree with resolution makes games better. But I don't agree with it at all. But there are people out there who, to them, that's the end-all, be-all of video games.
You said yourself, two of the best-looking games to come out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This generation is Rise and The Order 1886, and neither one of them were 1080p.
Exactly, and so
neither one of them were 1080p.
In my mind, that right there should put this argument to bed.
But it's not, though. It won't. And like I said before, like I've said since day one, what determines if a game has great graphics are the shaders, the textures, stuff like that.
Right.
No one has a 900p TV. You understand what I'm saying? Everything is, it's going to be upscale if it's not 1080p or whatever the case is.
Unless you own a PC,
Well, but we, talking about, and I hate when they hop their weirdo asses in the comments. We're talking about consoles here.
Yeah, exactly. It's a closed box. Consoles, in order to get great graphics on consoles, especially later on in their life, you have to. There's a give and take. Something has to give because it's a closed box, and that's going to be resolution.
Hey, well, look at Halo 4 as compared to Halo 3.
Oh man, I was just playing that. I was playing that last night. Halo 3 looks great, right? But when you look at Halo 4, it looks like a generational leap.
Yeah, it does.
It could look like an Xbox One launch title. Seriously.
Oh, it's such a good-looking game, man.
Yeah, they did it. Like I said, look, like I was asking you guys for the Gears of War collection. If they can make all of them should look as good as Halo 4, I'll be happy with that. Honestly, you know what I mean? I don't know if they're going to dial up the cutscenes or whatever, you know what I mean? Bring that company, what they do, they like $1 million per cutscene. But I'll be happy with that though. Well, let me ask you a question. You got your PS4. So tell us about it. What do you like? Are you still an Xbox dude? What's going on?
I got some videos. I got some videos coming out. Like I think it's interesting because if I hadn't played the Xbox One first, you could maybe be content because ignorance is bliss, right?
Okay.
So when I go in my room and I'm like Xbox on and my Xbox turns on, or you're getting close to an achievement and you say and you go Xbox Snap Achievements and it tells you how close you are to that achievement snapped on your screen and you can see it level up as you play. Mm-hmm. There's none of that on the PlayStation. You have to go to the you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of the little things. I can appear offline because I have 1,400 followers on Xbox, and they bug you sometimes. I can appear offline on my Xbox. You can't on Play. There's a lot of little things. Not to mention, my biggest complaint is that damn controller. When the battery dies in that thing, faster than the Wii U remote. I swear to God, that thing just dies super fast. They gave you this little 2-foot cord that's not long enough to
what's up
play.
with that, man? What the fuck is up with that? That ain't crap. That got to be for the rice eaters.
What was it?
That cord got to be for the rice eaters, right?
Oh my God. I'm not even saying anything, man.
I'm just saying, but why does Sony? That cord is about 2 inches short. Like you gotta be having PS4 in your lap or some shit.
I have no idea. You literally cannot play it.
Oh, the charge cable.
The charge cable. Yeah. So
yeah, I use my Xbox One charge cable to charge.
Oh, that's blasphemous, there, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, but the interesting thing to me about that was people complain.
It crap start. That was a low blow.
People were like saying, "Oh man, you got to get batteries for your X." Most people have rechargeable batteries, or you could buy a battery pack. It's going to save you. I would rather be able to pop in a new battery pack or a new set of rechargeables when I want to play. You had to wait hours before you can even play your PS4 because you had to charge up the damn controller.
Yeah, to me, like
it's this light that you can't turn off.
You know what? A little tip though: if you go into your settings, crap, you can set that light to dim.
Yeah, I dimmed it.
And you can also you have to. Like by default, the Xbox One controller, if you're not using it, it'll shut itself off.
Yeah, cut off.
You have to go into the settings and set your PlayStation 4 controller to set off like after 10 minutes. It'll save battery life. Like if you're watching Netflix or something.
Maybe I do that.
Your controller.
I don't be on my PS4 much anyway. I mean, you get a lot of you be on your PS4 a lot, right? You get a lot of games for your PS4.
I played The Order, and then I played. I finished Dying Light on the PS4, but I got it again on the Xbox One.
Damn, Rory, you a fucking Rain Man. You got a compulsive disorder. So what the fuck? Squeeze and pull and hurt my neck in 1989.
Episode quarters. I'm married on the
yeah, Jesus.
I got it to play online with people. I was playing with Mooch 2 nights ago.
Yeah, man, that was a fucking blast, man. We did 3.5 hours up till 2 in the morning, man. That was.
Oh, you didn't invite the black guys on the show, right? The fuck.
They couldn't invite me. I don't appear online no more.
Oh, you don't?
No, he doesn't. Because
oh man, you
showstopper. Yeah, I don't hood clickers. Stay hood clickers.
Showstopper. You know what, Joe? That's bad though. That's bad what the community has done. And if I said out of all of us, Showstopper is probably the most pleasant church-going man. That'll fucking
stupid, man.
And church bad.
Why don't you appear online?
I just don't do it no more, man. I got many reasons.
Oh yeah, we got. Well, I don't know. We don't know if you're gonna be a part of the show next week. We got a show that we're gonna do. Not the whole show. We're gonna do a award ceremony to the people that've been on our nuts for the year or so. These motherfuckers weird. They always get a show about us, taking shots at us.
You have people on your nuts.
Do you?
Yeah, it's a bunch of nibblers, man. You ain't heard?
Yeah, you know
where you been at?
They worry about what we're doing. And let me tell you, guys, this is a tidbit. If you don't like what we talk about on this show or whatever, you don't have to watch our show. It's crazy that you spend so much time in your day worrying about what we do, what we play. I think it's the craziest shit in the world. Like you just had what's my man named Hardy, aka Fish Booty. He called himself exposing crack. He didn't finish a game or did a review. Well, why the fuck do you care what he plays? I just think it's the craziest shit in the world. Now you know, for prime example, to you guys that were in my live stream, when I tell them I don't fuck with many YouTubers, I had about 3 of these weirdos bone rush the fucking live stream, and this, like, what the fuck is wrong? Listen, like, you don't have anything else to do on your channel, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. This bunch of guys is a bunch of freaks.
Crap.
Yeah.
Do you still have the old profile with the Kratos picture?
Yeah, that's the one that I hadn't signed into that one for a long time. But what happened was, well, I don't even really want to go into it.
I was just trying to figure out.
Tell him, crap.
Because I'm on. No, I don't. I don't want to know. Trust me. Profile you were under, so I'll send you a friend request.
Yeah, you can send it. You can send it to that one. But yeah, you know, it's so interesting to me. Like just real quick, I'll just say this. You know, you have gaming YouTubers, right? And we all talk about games, but these people would rather talk about and gossip like little bitches. You know what I'm saying? Little women, right? They would rather gossip. But they would rather gossip about other YouTubers instead of talking about games. I will never understand this. You're a gaming YouTuber. Talk about your games. Holy crap. It's not that hard. You had one job. Have you guys ever seen those Twitter accounts? You had one job, right? Talk about games and gaming, not other people. These people are like gossip.
You're what's wrong with the YouTube community, bro. You lie, you're fraud, and you're dangerous.
Yeah, I am, man.
You
I'm
don't game, you're dangerous.
I think it's crazy, but
this is my whole problem. This is my whole problem with it, man. I just think people just need to mind their business. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, when you come to YouTube, it says YouTube at the top. You know what I'm saying? That means you. So however how you are, I don't care if you fat, tall, skinny, short, small, midget, whatever you can, black, white, Chinese, Mexican, however how you are, you know what I'm saying, silly, liar, whatever you are, you know what I'm saying? That's what YouTube mean. Whatever you in the dang on tube. So however how you are, people come to watch you. I have never seen so many people come and complain so dang on much, man. I don't seen so many dang on babies on YouTube, man. It sickens me, man. I don't have to take a break from this stuff, man. I had lost the passion for doing videos right now. Because it's so much real talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much hate going on YouTube, and I'm telling you, it's just too much going on, man. And people just need to mind their business, man. I mean, I want to take shots too, and I want to come at folks too, but you know, that's just. I'm a little bit more above that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't try to come at everybody.
You're kind of like that. You're kind of like me in that aspect, man. I don't, I got better things to do. If I would rather talk about than talk about some idiot that.
What?
Yeah, I don't care that much. The thing is, you keep things in general terms. You keep things in general terms. So that means, hey, next gen, mute your mic. Mute your mic, next gen. Next gen, mute your mic.
Bitches!
There you go. But yeah, anyway, I keep things in general terms. If you sitting here saying ponies, hoof clickers, Xbox, X-twats, things that took on a name, Wii U weirdos, PC homos, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, or my personal favorite, patient creatures, because they love to wait on games, these PC dudes. But whatever your preference is for these terms that you give each other, stay in those terms. When you make it personal, that's a whole nother issue. When you come at a person specifically and you do all this dang on YouTube detective work, you know what I'm saying? Where you just catching screenshots, you following somebody's PSN account and the Xbox Live account and trying to see all what they doing, and you so fascinated about what they do in their life, and you call it exposing. No, what you showing is how sad your dang on life is. Yeah. Your life is sad to the point to where you care about another person you don't know, to the point to where it got you out here looking strange. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you out here looking like a dang on, you know what I'm saying? What's them little stalkers? You know what I'm saying? This is what opinions have turned these dudes into, man. Stalkers. You know what I'm saying? They care about everything we say, do, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get a life and get off our nuts. That's all I got to say.
I told you, get a wife and get a life. That's the other day. I can say for everyone, nobody Big have ever stalked anyone PSN account, Xbox Live account.
Heck no, I care less.
I can care less who plays, when they play it. I'm not hopping nobody's live stream to worry about. I just think at the end of the day, I just think it's like somebody said to me, and like I said, I do apologize for the people who was having a good time in my live stream. I'm just going to say this before we get back to the show. Who was having a great time, was live streaming about 5 hours straight, bugging. I had the ponies in there, the Wii U weirdos, the Xbox was all having a good time. And like the whole mood is changed when, Donkey Teeth hopped in, Fish Booty, and he like a stud. His name Jack, he jumped like a dyke, like a bull dagger. Jokers hopping the stream, just like, what the hell?
Mama's boy, I got you. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's wrong with these dudes? Like, these are YouTubers. Like, they got it's crazy as hell, man. And they do these videos. It is crazy. We can care less about what any of those guys do. And it's crazy. We stay the focal point of their conversation. Like I said, they just keep us relevant. Like I said, that's not we're doing something right.
I refer to us like, you know how we go to different arenas, like if it was a basketball squad, we starting 5 here. You know what I'm saying? So we can go to anybody's, they're going to boo us. That means you're a threat. You know what I'm saying? That means that they are concerned about what you are doing and you are becoming a threat. And it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just got to give us our props at the end of the dang on day. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not making those moves. Y'all are. Yeah. I can care less what you do. You know what I'm saying? I can care less what anybody do on their dang on channel. You know what I'm saying? It's things that I like, it's things that I don't like. If I don't like it, I really don't go there. You know what I'm saying? They can't sit here and say show been in anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't invest myself that much into what another person do. Some people are so emotionally invested in what we do. It's sad because you sit here and watch them. Their videos sound like they crying. I never seen so many grown men cry. I guess that's what Prince meant when he said this is what it sounds like when doves cry. Because all I see is a bunch of these dang on dudes crying. I mean, they be sitting there like, look at these twats. Look at these dudes talking about us. We ain't say nothing. We can say little things like get off on this or monkey face or some little side diss, and they go make 20-minute videos on this, man. A whole dang on podcast on this. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man.
Because I'm gonna be honest, and we gotta call a spade because the only content they have on their channel or the way to get views on their channel is to talk about us. But it's
talk about us.
You know, after a while, shit. I mean, eventually people will start to take heed. You know what I mean, and see what the hell is going on. But it is what it is, man.
You know what though? And I'll just say this and leave it at it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, who cares? Like people, if somebody does an exposed video about one of these clowns, I'm not watching it because I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's not my business. I don't care. I'm not the damn YouTube police. You know what I'm saying? That's not my job. You know what I'm saying? Actually, more or less, it advertises you. You know what I mean? There's so many people rip off my damn art, which is actually against the rules on YouTube. I'm just gonna point that out. I'm just pointing that out. You know, I own. Those are official Crap Gamer review made by my boy Jay Williams. Shout out Jay Williams. You know what I'm saying? People using that stuff, man. I mean, if you're gonna at least like make fun of me, make some kind of like knockoff or something, and don't use the real stuff. But you know, I'm just saying, But anyway, it's like one of those situations where that happens, and people alert me of it. I've never watched any of those videos that those guys have done, but I got people that always are like, people are always talking about me. You know what I'm saying? And you guys, and whatever, and that's okay. I guess we're relevant, and a lot of these other places aren't. And a lot of these other people aren't. So I guess that's just one of those things that we're gonna, have to deal with or whatever. But the main thing is, you're not gonna see me do a back and forth video with these guys because they're not gonna get my subscribers. I'm not gonna subject my fan base or the people that watch my channel to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get started in that, it's hard to stop. And that's like the crumb side of YouTube that I'm trying to avoid.
Hey, you know what, Crap? I'm gonna say this too, man. I feel you on not investing your subs into that, because what I found out when people make videos about other people and they get butthurt, but you open yourself up to this type of exposure. When you sit here, say for instance, I make a video about Crap. I'm gonna find out who really rides with me and who really hates me or just tolerating and just coming to watch my videos, because they might like Crap more than they like me. You know what I'm saying? So those that like Crap more than they like me, this are going to be the ones that attack me. So I can't get butthurt behind that because I came at something else. So what you're doing, you making subscribers and people that watch your videos choose, take a side. Yeah. And that's the dumbest thing you can ever do, man. That's why I don't get into the back and forth, because I don't feel like getting a whole lot of people invested in that trash. You know what I'm saying? You don't.
Hey, I just want to say one more thing real quick, all right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Worry.
Don't worry, because once Crap hits 13,000, he's gone.
Get out of here, bro.
Hey, no, wasn't that supposed to be 6,000 originally?
Yeah, it was 6.
Yeah, I mean, why would? Hey, I'll tell you this much: I enjoy it. Like, I look forward to doing this show every week. I have fun with it. In fact, a lot of the hate and stuff drives me to want to do a better job each week. You know what I mean? Because
you're like Kobe.
Yeah, like that. That's drives me. Like, look, I'll just say this, all right? Like, I just passed 12,000 subscribers. Each month for the past 5 months, I've gotten at least 1,000 that month.
Oh man, keep stroking your ego, man. Go ahead. We'll listen.
I am, man. So
He's the producer. Go ahead.
You look at my channel, and I'm not saying I have a big channel. I'm not saying that at all. But
yes,
you look at well, maybe. But you look at you look at some of these other guys' channels, and they're sticking around the same amount. And mine's, I'm gradually passing all these guys. There was a time where some of these people had 5,000-6,000 more subscribers than me, and now I've caught them. You know what I'm saying? And that's dangerous. And you listen, and you damn, congrats, Worry.
He could have been well over 1,000. He was passing me up at one point.
That's why you see like a lot of these, and this podcast is the one that people talk about. It's the one that there wasn't a lot of this podcast going on. People weren't doing it. You know what I mean? Then we did like an award show, and then other people's did one, or Game of the Year show, and that's just and that's fine because that's the sincerest form of flattery is when you copy people. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. I tell you, crap. I'm on the outside still looking in. I'm a part of this show. I don't have my own channel. I'm telling you guys, the main reason this is all coming about, and I'm not talking about individually. This show, okay. The reason this show is attacked is just for example, right now we have 125 people watching right now. That's live. That right now is a fifth. That is a fifth of what the competition has put out over a week of their last week's show. We got 4,000 views last week on our show last week, and the competition got 539. So let me just put it in other terms so people get this. I happen to be a Mets fan, so this is a bad analogy for me. But Mets fans are always in New York talking shit about the Yankees. The Yankees are never talking shit about the Mets. You know why? Because they don't got to. We don't worry about all them because not that you're under us, but we just doing our thing.
Oh no, we're better than them, and we know it.
But I mean,
Oh no!
Crap, you go.
There we go.
Crap, wrong.
There we go.
Now, listen, crap ain't
crap wrong, man.
That's crazy. Crap ain't lying, though. It's the truth, though, man. Those guys are shit. They hated on our fucking show with what do you call them motherfuckers? With Respawn. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, man. Motherfuckers do a show really get 300 views, man. And you know what the sad thing with all they think that we're the problem stopping them from their channels growing. I don't give a fuck. Even if I can become a Ouya only channel, you know what I mean? I'm just being real. It's all about being circulating and being bitten yourself and being entertained. You know what I mean? Some of you motherfuckers are just boring as hell. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Like, I wouldn't say we take a say we fuck them, dude.
Does the Ouya still sell?
I don't know. I seen it in GameStop the other day, but I like to give a shout out to all the influx of new Xbox One YouTubers that making their videos on uploads.
It's a lot of channels I like too, man.
Yeah, and like I said,
you know what? I came out of my bubble a little bit too, man. I was like before, because I don't like messing with them because they stab you in the back. Like that's the funny part. Like it's not the subscribers, it's like the YouTubers, like you were saying, Next Gen. Like you're surprised at how many even the Xbox dudes just will stab you in the back. And there is a good side to them too. Like there's a good set of them, but there's like some newer ones that I was really enjoying, like Xbox Uprising and some of these guys. They're really funny. You know what I mean? Like, and I like they're inventive and they're using Upload Studio, and it's really funny and things like that. I like that. But I wanted to talk about one more quick gaming thing before we do questions.
Before you go there, I just want to say that I see you guys. You're tweeting, and all I say is don't give up. You look at our channels, the Films Project, as being a fan, but we all start maybe getting 30 views, 40 views. All I say, you ask me all the time, what do I have to do for up and coming? All I say is do you. Be true who you are. You know what I mean? And don't get discouraged. If you look at our channels as being a finished product, trust me, we all start to get 21 views, 15 views.
I'm still there.
You know what I mean? But that's, you gotta crawl before you walk, man. That's what I say. If you want to do this YouTube thing, there is no formula, you know what I mean? So I say the motherfucker got a successful channel busting bumps. Fucking get 25,000 views, fucking busting pimples. There's no, way, one way to do it. Like I said, if you enjoy doing it, do it because you enjoy doing it. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at it now as being a business thing. But if you enjoy your video, it shouldn't matter how many views you get. You know what I mean? Just do it because, like I said, eventually people start to notice your brand, and it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely.
Let me give a shout out before you. Let me give a shout out a few channels.
Okay. Here we go.
I want to give a shout out to Xbox. Bryce 360, my man Crow. These are channels that's good, man. Good Xbox channels. Crow and Panther X, man. You know what I'm saying? Miss Omar Mills, man. Give them 3 shout outs. I want to give them 3
and Pop Off
These
Gaming.
are good, man. These are good dudes, man.
Hey, I'll do a couple. I'll do a big shout out too, since I haven't really done this before. All right, look, Iron Wolf, Blazing Phoenix, Bella Rise, all the Xbox people. Yeah. Also, a new dude who I found was Dealer Gaming. I don't know if you guys heard of him.
Dealer's great.
Dealer Gaming. Dealer is great.
And then Xbox Uprising. Also, my boy Demon Wolf has a decent channel too. You know, he's trying to grow his channel.
Hey, you know, if they announce a Gears of War collection, Iron Wolf's gonna explode.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
I think Iron Wolf will like his head will literally like explode. Yeah.
Fucking head to pop like a pimple. I told you guys.
Hey, that's what happens though, especially if they call it the Marcus Phoenix collection. This dude had a goal, right? And started this movement. And there's so many people that were jealous of that movement, the Marcus Phoenix. Oh, shut up. Quit bothering Phil Spencer. Quit doing that. So many people, so many people busted this dude's balls.
It was that one dude that I'd seen. You know what I'm talking about.
It was the dude who threatened to quit. He's like, Ross Pro, I quit. I'm back. No, I'm not quitting. Hey, I'm gonna hang off the nuts of the Tick podcast. Yes, I'm great. No, I'm quitting. No, I'm back. I quit. No, I'm back. You know what I mean? Come on, dude. Yeah.
I think you know what I was gonna say when you were talking about all that stuff. I don't even know half the people you're talking about, but what I do, and I think you'd be surprised if people did this, is try and find the most like extreme PlayStation person that you can find, and then try and find the most extreme Xbox person that you can find.
That'd be me.
And talk to those people, because I think most people will be really surprised. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's very little, and I don't know anything about YouTube stuff going on and hating back and forth, but I just mean in general in life, there's very little that is real when it comes to hating people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's very little that like all this stuff really doesn't mean much. If you talk to, find like a crazy PlayStation person, find a crazy Xbox person, and just talk about games, you'd be surprised. A lot of this stuff, a lot of this hating back and forth is all over somebody else's love of something that another person doesn't love. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense.
And that's all it is, man.
Yeah.
And you know what, Warrior? I'm gonna tell you. You know, a lot of people used to think it's the console war that was the problem with what's happening on YouTube, but the console war ain't nothing but about a bunch of opinions and likes and dislikes. That's it.
The console war around since the days of the NES. I mean, the Atari 2650 and Eagle Vision. Like, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, Mario and
what the problem is. I want to say this next gen real quick. What the problem is that people just don't mind they dang on business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's so fascinated about what another person say and what another person do that they ain't even worrying about the content that they pushing out on their channel and entertaining their fans. They worrying about trying to entertain this. You know, you ever notice how I'll give this analogy. It's like this dude with weak game. You ever see a dude that works on the job with your girl or something like that, and they kind of wait for something bad to happen between y'all, and she come to work crying and everything like that, and this dude with this weak game, like, look, I'll never do this to you, baby. You too fine for that. You know, a nigga like me though. Man, these dudes got weak game on YouTube. They be just sitting there like, well, you see, y'all believing in these dudes, but a nigga like me keep it gaming. Y'all sit y'all butt down, man. I'll be like, man, sit down somewhere. Y'all got weak game, and y'all can't talk like y'all need to talk. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically how I look at it, man. A bunch of people with weak game. You know what I'm saying? So they hate on those that has it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. It don't change. It's just the format that changes.
Jumpers is weird, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, man. But listen, people, while we sitting here just talking about these weirdos on YouTube, if you have any questions, fill them up in the comment section down below. We're going to answer your questions here, you know, if you have any questions. But like I said, man, at the end of the day, like I said, it's not so much, like I said, today, it's the subscribers. It's the YouTube. Even with me, when, you know, me having we had a fire at the house. And I think it's the craziest shit ever. People saw the human. I didn't ask anybody for anything. Oh, next gen, he's lying. His house didn't catch fire. I gotta see if I did a telethon. Jerry, what's your motherfucker's name? For looking for donations. I ain't asked for a goddamn dime. You know, I'm just going up and moving my grandma in the house that I purchased. You know, what's the good thing about that? You know, like I think motherfuckers is crazy. Jealousy's a motherfucker, man. You know, they jealous of my TV. Like I said, man, I just think it's the crazy. You know how pathetic this Joe Fish movie. This Joe, mind you, the dude blocked me on Twitter, right? He unblocked me to show me that he bought a fucking cheap ass 4K TV, then blocked me again. Like, who gives a fuck that you got a 4K TV? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that don't impress me. I bought 3 of them motherfuckers. I didn't say nothing. I just talk about the, you know what I mean? I just think
Can I have one?
yeah, yeah, right. You know what I mean? I just think it's crazy. This motherfucker actually unblocked me on Twitter to show me that he bought a 4K television. I'm like, who the fuck cares? And it still was a cheaper. It's just
That's let you know, man.
yeah, I swear to God on my mother, this motherfucker unblocked me on Twitter to show me that he bought a 4K television. Look, I got one too. So, like, I'm like this, like these motherfuckers is weird, man. These motherfuckers is weird. Like I said, you know, if you guys, you know, you got any questions, get ask me now.
Hey, next gen, your last name must be Jones. Your last name must be Jones because they keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to, while they're asking questions, talk about this one other thing, right? Like, remember we kind of went over this before. Like, Battlefield Hardline is going to come out early on EA Access, and you get 10 hours on the Xbox One, right?
Mm-hmm.
And PlayStation 4 owners are bitching about this again. They're like, oh, EA, they're so money hungry. Oh, Microsoft sucks. They're money hatting this. But the thing is, it all goes back to, if you guys remember, Sony said they didn't want the service, right?
But so that's value for their customers.
Yeah, so I always thought that, you know, and I did a video about that this week too. It's like people forget so quickly and are quick to jump and hate on EA again when we all know that Sony was the one that turned this down. You know what I mean? I mean, what do you guys think about that? I mean,
they forget. Like I said, they said, you know, EA Access wasn't good enough value enough for their customers. You know, people are gonna always hate about what, you know. I'm just thinking about it. If you had to really choose, I'm being honest. I'm not even hating. The Xbox is a fucking better system, bro. Hands fucking down. I'm serious, bro. You know, features, Xbox One, better online, Xbox One, more AAA exclusive.
Listen, man. It's all. You know what though? It's all about like individuals. You know what you love.
But what is? I'm saying, but just being real. What does the PlayStation 4 have that the Xbox One doesn't?
It's not about. Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. It's not about having what one doesn't. It's just that, you know, there are people out there that just don't like the Xbox, and I'm cool with that.
Those motherfuckers are sick in the head, man. Motherfuckers are insane.
In the membrane.
Mm-hmm.
Insane in the brain. We got a question here from Xbox God. What do you guys think? Halo 5 is coming out, and will it ever come out on PC?
Oh man, well I don't know. Well, no Halo's come out on PC, right?
Yeah, Halo 1.
Halo 1 did.
Yeah, I don't know about 2.
Halo 1 and 2, but it was like it was like 2 years later or something.
Who cares if it comes out to PC? You know,
I don't care.
As long as I don't PC, it'll be like I said, it'll be years. Yeah, I don't think it's coming years down the road. But again, I think only people here on YouTube consider it, you know, as being, you know, Microsoft is not in competition with it. So whether you choose to believe it or not, you know, even though they don't own Dell or Hewlett Packard, you know, they own Windows, so they don't care if they're exclusive or can run on Windows. Their competition is Sony and Nintendo. So I think it's going to come out in September. You know, that's what I'm hearing. Some rumors going to be out in September, so we can have October to itself and parts of November to itself until, you know, Call of Duty comes out to get back the, you know, the big friend. They're saying that, you know, from what I'm hearing behind closed door, they said that Halo 5 is going to look better than the Order. You know, graphically with the single player. So
I just want the game. I don't care if it looked like a friggin' pile of crap. I would still love it.
I thought you didn't like shooters, Warren.
What? Oh my God!
Halo is his favorite thing. He won't. It's like his all-time favorite thing.
Listen, man. I'm like crap. I'm like crap when it comes to Halo. To me, Halo is Microsoft to crap.
Oh shit.
I don't think Halo's going to PC though, because they've got to keep a couple of these IPs solid and strictly to the console. I mean, they have to, right? I mean,
who cares though?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. In all
honesty, what you're saying, it doesn't matter enough to buy. Well, for the gamers, that game on PC only, they have to give them.
But do you think people who like the Xbox are saying, "Well, I'm not going to buy Halo now because it's on PC"?
No, absolutely not.
But if they want some PC gamers to get an Xbox to play Halo,
that's right.
That's what he's saying.
There has to be some. I had a huge discussion with a guy I work with. He's one of these, tree hugger, like peace, love, and equality. There shouldn't be no exclusives. Everything should be on the same thing. Well, like Halo should be on PlayStation and Uncharted should be on Xbox. One of them would cease to exist then. I mean, like, you have to have exclusives, and with that, even staying within brand, you have to keep something like Gears or something like Halo to just the boxes, like Zaire just said. They are trying to get some of just the PC gamers to buy one of these boxes too. So yeah, hey, Wart, you're right. Does it really matter? No, absolutely not. but financially business, it doesn't make any sense to have nothing committed just to the Xbox. So I think Halo and Gears are married to the Xbox. Everything else is up for grabs, or meaning PC, Xbox One.
That's fine. I'm fine with it going to PC. I mean, I
don't want to play against PC gamers online, though. That's all.
You think they would have crossplay like that? Or?
I think that that would make the most sense, right? I mean, they're trying to push that a little bit.
Well, it would be cool for co-op. I mean, you'd have much more people to play with.
Yeah, but they had to give them a controller. They can't give them a mouse and keyboard. It wouldn't be fair. They couldn't.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
I think it's a fine line. You know what I'm saying with that? Like Fable Legends, that's not going to make a difference. But I think that anything else possibly.
Yeah, any game that's like any MOBA type game or Neverwinter, anything like that. That really doesn't. You don't have the clear advantage with a keyboard and mouse, but with a shooter you do. So.
Yeah. You can just put the click. Or just click. Shoot me, whatever. It's accurate.
Man, I just want to see the story, man. I just can't wait to see what happens.
Me too. I'm pumped.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm excited about it too.
You
think
they're going to kill off the chief?
No, I don't think they can't kill off the chief.
They kill the story.
No, they won't kill the story.
Because Halo ODST was dick. Like those guys couldn't jump high enough. And like, the fuck is this?
I think that Agent Locke though he might take over and take the series somewhere else. I don't know if they're going to keep Chief around.
You need Master Chief, though. He's the ultimate showman, though. You need Chief.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, we got a question from Jay Long. He says, "Do you guys think the Xbox One needs more JRPGs?" I personally don't care for most of them, but what are your guys' thoughts?
I think that they do, even though they're not my type of cup of tea. They do need them if they want to appeal to a lot of hardcore.
Everybody.
Yeah, they have to. You gotta cover all bases. I don't really care for them, but.
There's one that's in crowdfunding I keep seeing popping up.
Oh, what's that?
What the hell's the name of it? I just saw it on Twitter. It's supposed to be they're looking for crowdfunding for it. It's like a traditional JRPG. You had to see it, didn't you, Crap?
Oh no, that's not a JRPG. That was ToeJam and Earl.
No. There's a traditional JRPG that they're looking for crowdfunding for. ToeJam and Earl, I saw that one too.
Yeah, man, I'm super stoked to back ToeJam and Earl.
That was great. That was on the Genesis, right?
The original one was the best one. That was it was phenomenal.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, we got a question here from the Iron Wolf. Hey, yo, Crap. When was the last time you played your PS4, punk?
I don't know.
Face motherfucker.
No, today.
Today. And Warrior, do you think we'll see a Scalebound or a Tomb Raider at GDC?
I think the chances of seeing Tomb Raider over Scalebound are higher because obviously they've been leaking pictures and stuff like that. I haven't seen anything of Scalebound, so I don't know. I think it's a good time to show something at GDC. I don't know how far along they are with that game though.
What is GDC? Is it this weekend?
It's Wednesday, right? Wednesday or
Wednesday, yeah.
Wednesday.
Oh, listen. We can all hook up now. If they announce some big bombs, we all can, meet up here and we can talk about it. They, announced some.
People were asking us if we're going to do that E3 thing again because apparently that went over really well last year.
Hey, we had to fight behind. I need to start recording shit after this thing because some of our shit they go up on there to get me funny as hell. That's when Crap and Warrior got into a.
That's when we get into our arguments.
But that's how we met Mooch though.
Yeah.
Crap said, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna do my own thing."
Man, I got Mooch. I was like, Mooch is gonna be 100% pro Xbox. I was like, I'm gonna get Mooch in here.
Yo, Crap went out there looking for an Xbox for real. I said, come on, Mooch. Fuck those guys.
I saw it.
About that shit, yo. That was.
It was in the help. It was in a help wanted.
I said, oh shit, what the fuck Crap out there doing? Like, yo, we just did a 2-hour podcast. Fuck Crap out there doing? Oh shit. We got one here from Insane XLV. Do you think you're better at online games than Bond and Heart 8? Those guys got me down by stalking by a mile. That's the online game where they stalk. They stalk and suck dick in the comment section. They got me beat by a long shot, bro.
What, the James Bond game, you mean?
No, to my donkey teeth. Shrek mouth.
Cufflinks.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Them jokers don't get no recognition over here. Jason Rodriguez wanted to say that the Xbox One sucks. Okay, so does your grandmother.
That's
King
cool.
King B says, "Do you think the Order 1886 will set a trend for devs taking advantage of Sony fans with short games?"
No.
I don't know. The backlash, I think, has hindered that though.
No, but I will say this. All right, look, I think that so far from what I played with the PS4, it's clear that the first-party games are taking they want graphics. They don't care so much about the gameplay and some of the funner elements. You know what I mean? Like a lot of them is just like really kind of underwhelming, I guess. You know what I mean? It's like, look, you could play, and I've taken some great pictures of Forza Horizon 2, but that game is fun as hell. You know what I mean? It's like that's you're having fun with that, and like really Halo, you have fun with that. Sunset Overdrive, it's hilarious. It's so fun. Oh. Right? I haven't had that yet on the PS4. You know, I haven't had it that long, and I only played a few games, but it just doesn't strike me as that fun kind of moment that I've.
You gotta give me your gamer tag on the PS4. Warren. I mean, crap. I'm off here.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's no problem.
But my shit don't change. I got a couple questions here. Hold on. I got a couple good ones. This is from our boy Jay Williams. Shout out to Jay Williams.
Yeah, he does all of our artwork, and he'll do yours too, man. He'll give you a custom logo, custom background.
He went off on Worry for not being synced with us.
Yeah, not being synced up.
Oh yeah, Worry.
Yeah. On top of that,
that's the Sony in him. That's the Sony and the Wii U in him. You know what I mean?
Wait, I don't. What? I'm not syncing. What?
Yeah, your gamer, your avatar doesn't match our colorful avatars.
I just asked you about that, didn't I?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, man, why is mine blue? The same color as Showstoppers.
Oh yeah, I got it. I read, but anyway, did he make you one, Warren?
Yeah, but I don't know. I Skyped crap.
You know how I did that? You know how I do that, right? Because I have two channels. Like I have one that's just called Crap Gamer Reviews and one that's called Crap Gamer Reviews, right? I have Crappy Reviews and Crap Gamer Reviews. Next Gen invites Crappy Reviews, which I put this one on as the logo.
Right, so I would have to change it every other time I'm on. I have to change the picture on my one channel just to have it show up.
Yeah, or just create like I don't actually have a channel, just another account. Or whatever that you could that he could invite. That way, when he invites that one, it comes in.
Whatever you want to do, I just put the link up. I don't invite. I just put the link, but whatever one you join with, this you can change.
Yeah.
Jay said, "What features are you guys most looking forward into in the next 12 months on the Xbox One? Voice messaging. What else you got? What's your most? What you guys are looking forward as far as features on the Xbox One for this year?
Game stream into another device. That's what I'm.
Oh yeah, I want that.
I got the Surface Pro.
I want to play. Yeah, I do too. I want to play my.
To be honest with you, I don't. They gave me the best thing, man. I wanted them screenshots. They look great.
I'm gonna stream my shit and play on my Xbox One on my Surface Pro. Great.
I'm not sure exactly what. I guess voice messaging would be cool. You know, I would love an option to delete messages by pressing X like you can on the 360 because I get like 30 messages a day, and most of them are like rack them up. And I'm like, yeah.
You know what I would like? I would like the voice assistant Cortana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's supposed to be coming with the Windows 10 update, though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. From what I understand, yeah. So we're gonna have that by November. If I'm not mistaken, that'll be here by November.
I just want to hear Cortana talk.
Okay, we got Omeziago, the resident pony. Lord Bro said, important question, do y'all want EA to finish Star Wars 1313? Hell yeah.
Yes. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know what, that's crazy, man. Well, when LucasArts, they
I think they're focusing on making an IP.
Battle, they're doing a shooter, but
they're going to do Battlefront, but there's Amy Hennig from Naughty Dog. She left to go work there to work on a single player.
I want, be honest with you guys, I want that more than I want Battlefront.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too.
I would take Star Wars 13, and that was going to be the first time dark gray lightsaber taking head and arms off. Like, that looked, they showed it at the E3 2012.
Oh, man, that looked amazing,
man.
Yeah.
Hey, Next Gen, there's a question here for you. He says, this guy Dion says, Next Gen, when was the last time you played NBA 2K15? Because every time he sees you, you're playing Peggle.
First of all, that's not me playing Peggle. That's his daughter. I'm grooming her to become a champion. I can play an Xbox, but I'm on all the time, man. Oh, did you guys pick up DOA? I'm the only one that got it. You guys got DOA?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, you guys are lesbians. All right. Okay, we got some more questions here. When is Zaire going to fight Black Mon and knock his fucking face off and make a speech at the True story. I was supposed to meet Black Mon in the real because he's from Jersey too. And the Saturday weekend I was supposed to meet him. He told me he had to change because he had to go to a basketball. The 76ers were playing somebody, but it was All-Star Weekend. He lied his ass off and shit. It was All-Star Weekend and shit. No fucking body playing. But yeah, whenever I catch that, too, if I catch the dude that quick check at Subway, you know, we knock him smooth out his loafers, man. Put that shit on film. Can't say I robbed him or took something from him. But yeah, man, he got an ass whooping coming to him.
Hold on, I got one from Insane XLV. He says, "Would you like to see another BioShock?"
Yes.
I would love to see another one. You know what? Look, have you played Infinite next gen?
No, I
Okay, check this out.
The first one, but Big Daddy.
I never played the first 2 BioShocks, right? I played BioShock Infinite. It was the most brilliant game.
Yeah.
It was so fun. I advise you, well, I doubt you go back and play, but BioShock Infinite was so much fun. It was amazing.
You didn't play the first BioShock?
I never played the first 2.
I beat the first one twice. I beat the second one twice. I played Infinite 3 times through. That game,
it's so good.
That's one of the best games.
Man, the first one was like Gears when the first Gears hit.
Yeah.
BioShock hit.
Yes.
It was huge.
Yes. The story is deep. It's that old-fashioned 1950s. That
yeah, that's what I played was Big Daddy.
It was another shooter with a really good story. Like you always think of third-person games with great stories, but it's rare that shooters have really good stories like that.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, and it had a brilliant story.
I mean, my only concern is going forward. You're going to see that 2K's taking over, and I think it's Ken Levine is out.
Yeah.
He went to Microsoft, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
He's starting his own. He started his own little.
I'm thinking about my man. I forgot the guy that went to work.
He's like
Rod
that.
Ferguson. Yeah,
that's Rod. Yeah, this guy here, he's got one of those warped kind of like almost like Sam Lake kind of warped minds. So I don't know if they're going to be able to mimic anything like he did with that creative. Every time you played BioShock, no matter if it was 1, 2, or especially Infinite, there's just that twist at the end and the different way it hits you, and everybody kind of read into it differently. I don't know if you're going to get that again with just a random author because it was Ken's concept. He's he's the Stephen King of that creation. So I don't know if we're going to see anything like that, but I still would buy it day one in a heartbeat.
Okay. All right, we got a good question here from Mr. M. Tooney, Mr. M.T. Tooney or something. I'm sorry. What do you think Bethesda will cover in their first ever E3 press conference?
Fallout.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna show some what is that? That Elder Scrolls Online. There maybe a Skyrim HD. Which maybe. I'd be all over that. I've never played a Fallout
did you hear
game,
the rumor? Because I wasn't doing a video, but Microsoft supposed to have another huge third-party exclusive they supposed to announce.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to I think it's going to be something from Bethesda. That's the only thing I can.
They have a good.
I'm not a big Fallout fan, but I'm thinking it's going to be.
I've never played a Fallout game, so I don't know. I own some, but I've never played them.
It's either going to be something from an exclusive.
Shit! Hold on, I just exposed myself, guys. I own Fallout, but I never played it.
Oh shit!
Now I gotta get off YouTube now.
I win, you lose.
God damn it, man!
You never played any of the Fallouts?
No, I have Fallout 3 in New Vegas, right?
And you never played BioShock. What were you playing back then?
I have BioShock 1 and 2 on 360, but I never played it.
We got some questions here, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
I
was playing mostly exclusives at the time, man.
All right. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. I got thank you guys for all the great. We ain't got so many trolls with this. It's a good thing. From Gundam 00 Dude, hey crap, do you think Microsoft will return as either a reboot or an HD collection? I'll let you answer that.
What was the question?
Do you think Microsoft will, this is from Gundam 00 Dude, do you think that Microsoft will return as either a reboot or an HD collection?
That Microsoft will return?
Microsoft.
Oh, Mechasoft.
Oh, Microsoft. Okay, I thought you were saying Microsoft.
No, Microsoft.
No, and the reason why is because there's not a big market for that, and it is a business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure that maybe they could do it as a double A title or.
Nah, I don't even remember. Was it a Microsoft 2? I don't remember Microsoft 1. Was it a part 2?
I have one of them on.
I have the first one too. I don't remember Microsoft 2, so
that was a big game on Xbox Live back in the day.
Yeah, that was one of the launch Xbox Live games. We got a good question here from Spartan Lady 25. Hello, Spartan Lady 25. She said, "I have an Xbox One. Do you think I should buy a PS4 or Wii U next?" I would say
depends on what she's into playing.
I would say get a PS4. I don't know. I can't see. Hey, listen here, sweetheart. I will say this. You know, being it depends on what you like to play. But if you're used to, the features and stuff that you're online, communicate everything you have on Xbox One, you're not going to get any of that with the Wii U. And
if you like the Nintendo exclusives, then get that because you'll be able to play all third-party stuff.
Did you play Kirby?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it. It's not a full-price game.
You saw motherfucker.
That's why.
That's all wrong. I would listen. If I worked in GameStop crap, I wouldn't even sell your grown ass no copy of Kirby. I would sell you that fucking title.
You know what? I look at him funny. I ask him questions.
Crap fat ass coming in with that shit with his back to back to rack him. Hey, buddy, rack him. Hey, kiddo, rack him.
Yo. I went out to buy the new 3DS when it came out.
Oh,
and I'm standing there, and the guy asked me, he's like, "Oh, your son's really gonna like that." I'm like, "Oh yeah, he is."
Those things are sold out everywhere.
Yeah, y'all be like, you must be getting this for your kid or something, bro.
I was like, yeah, he's
I don't see you playing no Kirby.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if you have, another question, you guys. We can do 3 more. Diago said, "Are you guys excited about the new Tony Hawk game that's coming out later this year?"
No.
I think the kind of skateboard games kind of died with Skate 3. I guess I was kind of into those at first. I was actually Tony Hawk was my shit for the original.
I liked it on the Dreamcast. And I think I liked one of them or something on the Xbox or something. But since then, and then it was like, this is what happens. Like those aren't huge games, and then they release them yearly, and it oversaturates the market, and then you get bored with them.
But if like $20 on the marketplace, I think it'd do well. But I don't see someone paying $50 for it. But you know what I am looking for? They're supposed to reboot the Rock.
What the hell's so funny?
I'm sorry. I don't know if I should say it, man.
Say it. We know we put
Oh man, I was just laughing when you said that you were into the Tony Hawk games back in the day. I was like, you.
What? What are you talking about?
When you said you were into the Tony Hawk games back in the day, I was like, you must have been the only black dude in your neighborhood.
Oh yeah, I was the only black. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Riding around on a skateboard, pulling up to the corner with a bottle of Perks.
Hey, now listen. Let me tell you something. I have ran into my fair share of racism on Xbox Live. When I said I was the only black motherfucker on Xbox Live back in November 2002, 2003, 2002, I'm telling you, man, like I said, Tony Hawk, man, I'm a gamer, man. I done played it all, man. But yeah, man, I done heard it all, man. Motherfucker said, next gen, how do you starve a nigger? I said, what, motherfucker, suck my dick, I'll put some cheese on your cracker? I said, no, how do you starve a nigger?
Was that a question in the comment section?
No, this is what told me online. I said, what, motherfucker, what? You white motherfucker, what? He said, hide their food stamps under the soap. And that shit would have me. Yo, when I say I bust the fuck out and start laughing, hide their food stamps under the soap. Jesus Christ. I said, oh my God. Me, that guy the best of friends now to this day. Shout out to Thor. I met Thor white ass too on the original Xbox. Thor was crazy as hell. Shout out to Thor, man. But we can do one more question here. Podcast.
Hey, here we go. Here's one. It says, hey, podcast, were the negative reviews against the order racist?
Oh, shit.
Absolutely.
No.
It was racist.
Hey, where was all this racism outcry when Rise was getting these bad reviews?
You know what? The hip-hop gamer, like I said, man, I don't have any, I said I have my issues with the dude because, I respect anybody he's living his dream. He's able to do what he loves, like what we're doing, and support himself. I would never knock somebody for that, but sometimes he comes off the wall with this shit. And that racism, maybe, I don't know, he picked the wrong words, or I don't know what the fuck hip-hop was thinking about. I would love for hip-hop to come on the show to explain it to us, though. You listen to hip-hop out there, I'm
going to tell you like this. It was a bright idea until everybody hit the light switch.
You know, the first I said, damn, I was like, damn, the order's so bad. It's racism. When I did that,
I had thought it was a joke until.
No, that dude was dead serious.
No, that wasn't no joke.
What was funny was the dude making fun of him. Like, whatever it is. Hey, I'm a gamer. Are you a gamer? I love that, dude.
No. You know what? It's when Rich Ryutek was like, yeah, man, he should be shunned by the black community. Like, we're a fucking club with certain members only. Like, huh?
Yeah, no, it ain't none of that trash.
I dare you. You should be.
I always said this, next gen. Ponies can dish it, but they can't take it.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? When Rise was getting bashed, we just sat there and said, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But now when the order came, man, it was all kind of crying like, y'all should be ashamed of yourself.
It's a game.
Bashing the game y'all never played. I was weak, man. I was like, shut up, you cry baby. Y'all bash Rise and y'all ain't even played it. Sitting here crying.
Did you like Rise?
You gonna take these words, bro? Huh?
We like Rise? Let me ask you, Warwick, because you're the most.
Yeah, I like Rise.
Warwick, if you had to compare the two, Warwick, we can end the show with this. If you had to compare the two, what game? If we're gonna end the show with this, if we're gonna ask you this, if you had to compare the two between the Rise and the Order, to you, what is the better game?
Man, it's so that's like, see, the reason it's hard for me to answer that is because the Order was.
Oh dang!
They tried to do something completely different with that game, with the whole like movie crossover cinematic thing, whereas Rise was just like a hack and slash. You know what I mean? You mean as far as graphics or just gameplay?
I think he just means
total overall.
I'm not,
everything.
Whatever.
If you got to pick up the controller right now, Worry, and you got to play, which one would you rather play right now?
Well, I would pick Rise because I could. There's more collectibles in that game. I could play it over again.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hey, Worry,
there's no trophies in the chapters for the Order.
Yeah.
It's just the end trophy for beating the game, and there's not
Worry,
many collectibles.
When you played the Order, did you have that feeling that you wanted to go right back to Rise after that? Because that's what I felt. I went and reinstalled Rise.
I didn't feel nothing you felt, crap gamer.
You piece of shit. You racist. You racist cocksucking Xbox motherfucker. Yeah, but like I said,
I did play it again though. I did after I was done the Order. I went back.
No.
Again,
Even better. Yeah. Okay, even better. Graphically, we can end the show with this. Graphically, what do you think is a better looking game? Rise or the Order?
Man, every time you ask me these questions, I give you an answer, and everybody screams, "You're a politician."
Oh shit.
It's
graphically, because I'm not gonna lie. Some of the level when
you know what's amazing, the fact that Rise could still be in the running. And it's a launch title. Says
well put.
Yeah, it's a launch title, man.
So, without having to
that's politically correct, man.
Title, and it's still in the running for one of the best-looking games on console. So that says something.
Yeah, well put. I take my hat off to you. That hey, that's good.
Put the hat back on, man. You got that disgusting.
That's this one. But anything you guys want to add?
Hey, he pulled a rabbit out of the hat on that one. He was sweating a minute ago.
I'm good, man. I can move. I can stick and move.
Yo, that motherfucker has sex with you. Didn't pay for it.
We just saw Houdini in motion right here, bro. That boy is cold with the. My goodness.
Peace and love.
Yeah. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching the Big Gamer Small Talk podcast. If we're gonna try to get together maybe Wednesday, if they give us some big, bombs to talk about, something big happening at GDC. We try to get together and give you us our opinions on whatever the fuck happened. But thank you guys for watching. Anything you guys want to say before we get out of here?
Hey, thanks for giving me subscribing and watching the podcast, and thanks to all the haters because you drive me.
Yeah. Thank you all the haters. Your grandmother got a fat ass. I love her. I want to hug her. To your grandfather, I'm gonna beat him the fuck up when I see it. Bang bang, bang 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 bang. Man, fuck them guys.